Respected brothers, we live in a society filled with various luxuries, distractions, comforts, amenities, and unfortunately we have stooped down to the level of occupying ourselves with the lower desires of our nafs. These desires include our desire for food, for drinks, for luxuries, for comfort, for influence, power, respect, a place in society. All these desires are the desires of the base soul and the nafs. And as one traveling towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our duty is to eliminate these desires. If we allow these desires to fester in ourselves, we cannot cultivate the desire for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the great Sufiya and the great noble youth on the path of Futuwa, they spent immense time in their lives self-analyzing, being self-critical, observing their shortcomings, looking at their own weaknesses. For you, my dearest brothers, are the best judge of your character and your own weaknesses. If some of us rest too much or sleep too much, more than necessary, then you yourself know this is your shortcoming. If one indulges in more food than necessary, then this is a shortcoming you know yourselves. If you have a lot of ambition for wealth, for money, for properties, then you yourself know this weakness exists in you. If you have desire for recognition, for virality, for power, if you want to be famous, then you yourself know this desire lies deep within your heart and your ego. So respected brothers, the job and responsibility of the salik traveling towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to identify, is to emphasize and highlight these shortcomings that fulfill and engulf our nafs. After pointing them out, then we strive against them, we push against them, we try to break these habits. And it is only those who truly fight against these habits, these desires, are brought to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's proximity. This is why in Surah Al-Nazi'at, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. And the one who fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's glory, His station, and then prevents his desires from overcoming him. فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Indeed, it is only this person who receives a high station in paradise.